Alright, thank you for watching Beyond Exile. We'll begin Chapter 7, which is called Windflowers. When we just finished previously, Frank just was interrogated in the police station in Berkeley. They let him go, and he's just walked out of the police station and is in the area of Sproul Plaza on the campus of the University of Cal Berkeley. And so here we go. Look at Eshelman Hall. Nothing to do there. Let's go northwest. Takes us back to northeastern Berkeley. Rose Garden, there's nothing to do there. And we are Frank still, of course. We return to the campus of UC Berkeley, and that's where the chapter Windflowers begins. And we see Toby. As you recall, when the cops were chasing Frank and Toby, Toby jumped out of the car and ran. So I'm sure Frank's not going to be very happy to see him here. So he looks at Toby, and then at this moment, we now get to be Toby, looking at our friend Frank. So now we get to look at him and say, "Hey, what happened? Did you get busted, or what's up? What's the deal?" He looks at Frank and no response at all. So Toby is on his own here, and let's see what happens to him now. Let's go northeast to northeastern Berkeley and into the Rose Garden, and we see that Windflowers are here, and it says, or rather, Wildflowers. And let's take these. From here we can continue going northeast, and this takes him over to a transit stop in Richmond, California, and he's looking at a BART train, which is the Bay Area Rapid Transport, and he's going to get on the BART train here in Richmond, California. Richmond, and we see there's a traveling icons and it takes him to Pleasanton, California, in scene 41, the town of Pleasanton. Toby lays the bouquet of wildflowers on the fused stream of rubber that fills this tight canyon in the Hinnon Valley. We could go northeast or southeast. Let's go southeast. And it's the valley surrounding Pleasanton. This northwest will take us right back to the main city area. He's going north, and it's the canyon beyond Pleasanton. There seems to be some scrub oak and what looks like a river here, or a stream. And let's look at that. It looks kind of murky. Well, it said on the fused stream of rubber he lays a bouquet of wildflowers. So let's do that. Put the windflowers on the stream. The San Francisco Chronicle claimed the Air Force shot down a UFO buzzing Livermore, and the crash ignited a used tire depot. The 20-acre fire blazed 19 days. You could see the oily plume from Redding. But Toby knows better. On this day, Desi burned Feather at the stake and torched the used tire depot for cover. On this day, Toby curses the Abrahamic God and vows to heal this world with sacrifice before he heals himself. And I guess this is a tribute to, I'm guessing, flowers are for Feather, which was also one of the names of the people who died at in the earlier part of the story, when Aaron's recalling Frank's, living in the past, he mentions the name Feather as someone who was in Frank's past who had passed under unusual circumstances. And it's just Windflowers in the stream. We can't take the flowers there. No interaction with that. So Toby does that. And returns to town. He can get back on the BART train here. He does that in Pleasanton. And then he's traveling back on it. And now it takes him right back to Richmond, California, transit stop. So he's following his path back to Berkeley, in the Rose Garden, northeastern Berkeley. And back to the campus at Berkeley, and there's Frank. Frank is still there. So Toby did his mission, which was to put the flowers in the stream. And we'll start another chapter, and this will be chapter number 8, The Plastic Sacks. We'll look at Frank. And when we do that, Toby's gone. And now we become Frank. You are Frank. So now we're Frank interacting again. So now we can continue with where Frank was. He got out of jail. He saw Toby briefly and had no exchange with him. And as he continues on in Berkeley, it says, hard castles thick with hustlers and the heady roar of Gambit Blitz. So Frank takes to playing Hardy at the tranquil UC Student Union. So with the Gambit Blitz reference is to chess. So we're going to find, let's see here, this is a northwest, this is a new direction. These are, and when we take this direction, we get into scene 44, which is the University Student Union. And Hardy is a character. And when we look at Hardy, it says a chessboard appears. So Hardy has brought a chessboard, and these two are going to play Queen's Gambit. So when we look at the chessboard, essaying the Queen's Gambit with incremental aggression and conversations revolving on the gas giants. And also there is a plastic sax here. Let's look at that. Today Hardy has a plastic sax, like the one Charlie Parker found in a pawn shop for the concert with Dizzy in Toronto. And now we have chess game. So we can look at this, and maybe these two guys will play a game of chess. Sounds reasonable to me. So when you look at chess game, it gives you an option of move that says your move number 7, and you have 3 choices. And down here, there are the first 6 moves in the game. And then it says your move number 7. We've got 3 choices. So what we're going to do here is we're going to pause the game. We're going to pause the game here, and I'm going to get simulated chess opening and illustrate that, and we'll get right back and pick up with the correct move of this chess game in Beyond Exile. We'll be right back with the second part of Chapter 8 of Beyond Exile.